the record as if it's the same, you know. Your contractor is your record, and that's the best thing I can.
I think that's a question that, you know, you need a lot to answer it, but just to summarize, there are, you know, when you talk to contractor management, you have that problem always by the type of caliber people that you end up with on site. So you need to talk about planning, and you need to talk about have a proper plan before they come to the site. But when they are on site as well, I find from experience that if you go to their level, try to understand their problems, try to communicate with them, make them listen to them, make them feel they are important, whatever they feel about the job, they will have that ownership and they feel that they are important, and they will react positively to your system and procedure. If you just start, you know, policing and, you know, taking people outside the site because they violated safety rules, you are, as you said, you are just being in a policing function. It is a long process that big organizations invest in, and you need to train the contractors because you're seen as a partner in raising their health and safety. And if they have, as a contractor management, if they have your standard, your expectation, before they come to the site, they should have done at least some work.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, I'll just have another kind of think about that. As Hassan said, it's a long and difficult route because it's kind of entrenched, isn't it? But there's kind of there's several models around this which explain the complexity of developing a positive safety culture. And culture is one of those nebulous, woolly things that's difficult to think. But part of it is competence, getting competent people in there, training, education, all the rest of it. That's interesting. Making sure they get the instructions. But part of it is what's often termed control, which is making sure that everyone absolutely knows what's expected of them, that they're held accountable, which kind of is a dynamic which is held against a no-blame culture as well. But people still have to be accountable. They're responsible. You follow through with discipline. You supervise properly, and so on. Then there's this getting people involved, and sometimes that's done through safety committees, getting them to help in risk assessments, which may depend on education, but getting them actually involved in the safety process. Currently, they're probably right at the end of it, and they probably feel like if they don't do their job or don't do any job, they'll get sacked because there'll be somebody else to take their place. So that has to kind of come from top management. They have to be committed. So, you know, you are rare there. You're probably thinking, you know, I want to change this culture, but it may be that others in your organization think we can get another person in to do this job. And from the top, it's just sending mixed messages. So sometimes it's getting the message right from the top all the way down, which takes years to change. And also, people won't believe you either. You know, the contractors you get in will probably feel like, yeah, they say that, but, you know, I'm out the door as soon as I do anything wrong. So it's very complex. To change a culture. You need many interventions, and I find that it can be destroyed in a moment as well. Take years to develop, and then a new manager comes in with the old attitude and the whole thing falls apart as well. So you need internal discipline as well to check that kind of attitude, say this is not acceptable. So it is very complex, no one's denying that. I mean, fair play to you for actually trying to do something from the inside. I mean, I know they don't have any gun laws here, but, you know, maybe you should get one, you know, change it internally. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but you know what I mean. Okay. I'll stop.
Okay, I think we'll stop the questions now. And if you have any question afterwards, you can just deal with them later. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
I'd now like to ask the Chairman of the Australian College of Kuwait, Mr. Abdullah Al-Shahan, to come to make a presentation to our keynote speakers who will come back to their chairs. so that we can all give the appropriate appreciation to them and present them with a plaque of our appreciation. Please, Mr. Abdullah Al-Shaham. Okay, we would now like Mr. Abdullah Al-Shaham to present a token of our appreciation to Mr. Hassan ALaradi. And now for a token of our appreciation to Dr. David Tolson. And a token of appreciation for engineer Abdulaziz Dashti. And for our final keynote speaker, a token of appreciation for Mr. Hassan ALaradi. That concludes the formalities of the Health and Safety Matters Symposium 2013. Refreshments are now being served in the foyer area. Please take this opportunity to mingle and to mix. And again, thank you all for your attendance.
بالك